Hello, even stop this Om Shanti with the triangle. Not very difficult to do at this stage, or not to do. We are entering perfectly into a state of doing nothing. In that state of doing nothing, the moment you know anything, what I'm saying in a trying to express rightly, and I will do it in all the sessions, that whatever appears on the surface of the mind, whatever is known by the mind, you separate yourself. Oh, so I need an effort? No, just know it. How do I know that I'm separate from you at the physical level? Then at the mental level, then at the emotional level. So here the master says, known by the mind, not me. What is reflected in the mind, I know, I'm sure I am. I'll go step by step deeply into this. Just be there. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. How are you, Stephen?
Good, real good. It it was I had moments of being cold, colder than I've ever been. But I recognized that and just let it go. What I did find about the meditation was this: I was absorbed in the flow of my breath. I I was deep within the breath itself. And at a certain point, I realized that um, I wasn't really following the limbs during the nyasa. It wasn't until the right leg that I realized that the breath was going to the heart center. And I was like, oh, okay. So I realized that, that's what was happening. So even though and then I'd go back to the right leg, and then I'd end up back in the heart center. Then we went to the left leg, and I was back in the heart center. And then we went to that crown to the thing. I was back in the heart center, and I was just, okay, that's what it is. And um, it was just every time I went to that heart center, the space just kept getting bigger and bigger.
You are right. I will say one thing to explain it. As long as this mind desires anything in the world of name and the form, it is not there. But if the mind returns again and again to the heart center, indicates that this mind desires the real self. So it means that triangle is working in your case. Beautiful. How are you, Brandy?
Great, thanks. My meditation was pretty deep and dark. I experienced a lot of bodilessness. And I kind of went back to our lesson from last week too. I was thinking about coming from the inside out, like the piece from, I don't know. It was nice.
Very good. Very good. That's really good. So, how are you, David and Jerry?
Very, very good. Some aspects similar to Stephen's about being with the breath the whole time. Um, but I found when we did the triangle and we got to the center, it was like a vortex. It was like the eye of the tornado. It was very calm in there in that center, and I think
You,
I spent the rest of the time in that quietness.
quietness. That is beautiful. Yeah, that quietness will reveal the real self. Beautiful. How are you, Jerry?
Sure, I'm good. It was quick. It was calm. During the Nyasa, I found that I started at the body, but right away went into the space, and the mind just focused on the space. And then in the triangle, initially, and this has been happening almost every time we do the triangle, I feel a little nauseous
Yeah.
initially, and almost like a tethered. And the mind started to focus on that, and then when I let it go, it just got illuminated, the space, and expansive.
Yes, you are right, because either in the space or deep inside the heart, both are the same thing. But everyone's mind expresses differently. That is beautiful. How are you, Lara?
I am good. Thank you. I kind of did my own practice this morning. I just got kind of deep into my breath, and it was I was having just a very quiet experience within. And then when you did get to the triangle, there's something here called the Care Bears, and there's like this thing that like beams from their heart. And so I kept my triangle just was like beaming out. It was like knowledge, power, action.
That's another point. That is what happens in variety of our experiences. We all are doing the same meditation, but because of our mind and temperament, past impression, clarity, and the purity, so our experiences are different. So even when it is beaming out, that exactly is the same thing. What the Stephen, Jerry, and the David and Brandy had been talking about it. What is why? Think of it. I will answer in the next lesson. Thank you.
Well, and I just want to let you know, I'm not going to be with you guys for the next month or so. My schedule has changed a little bit, so I'm not available to be at this time slot. So I'll be listening to the
How
sessions
can
later.
you,
So,
how can you leave us?
well, I have to work.
Dare you leave?
So, yes. So I'll listen later, and then I'll come back when I can.
Okay, okay. So how are you, Sam? Yeah. I'll just come to you, Kat, after Sam.
I'm really good. Again, I'm trying to not judge too much the difference in experience, but I'm definitely noticing that the meditation goes one of two ways. One seeming like I'm oriented towards a lighter and brighter experience, and the one where it gets a little bit darker. Again, sometimes I feel like I'm leaning forward or coming towards the ground. I'm wondering if that's an indicator of, my body being tired today or something like that. But it seems to be oriented around when my schedule is a little bit off, but that's okay because it's a signal. But maybe there's no meaning to it, and maybe I'm trying to prescribe a meaning that doesn't need to be.
If the mind recognizes anything pertaining to the world of name in the form and the variation and filters out, as you said, you are not at all concerned. That is beautiful. So it means that when we are not concerned, the mind will continue to go deeper and becomes the brighter part. That is very good. Wonderful. How are you, Kate? Kate raised her, and so I thought she might be in a hurry.
Hey, to Laura's energy, we love you, we'll miss you, but your energy is always here and available. So that's all. I was just sending a little namaste because Laura said she will not be with us for a little while. Anyway, that being said, the meditation, I noticed at times a lot of color, mostly purples and magenta-ish color, and then light, some green. Anyway, when we're doing the triangle. And then the other piece is noticing or the revelation of, and you, I think, even prompted us, maybe that's why it happened, but moments of feeling, or not even feeling, moments of not me.
Good. Yeah, magenta, sometime our masters refer to the intuitive and the illuminative power, more of the illuminative power of the mind. So that also indicates that the mind has gone deeper. So I will again, you referred Lara, so I already told her that how dare she leaves us. So anyhow, so how are you, Bo?
Good morning, sir. I'm okay. We went, as you said, close your eyes. My cat Ghost came, sat next to me. My eyes are closed. I hear the purring.
Yeah.
Purring brought me into my own body. I said, oh, he's listening. So very comfortable. My energy danced throughout my bones today before it settled down with joy. And once I got into the triangle, I did not see the triangle, but I knew it was there, so it was fine. And I went around the triangle without even seeing, but I knew it was fine. So I just kept doing that circular motion with the 3 levels.
Good.
Just knew it was there. It didn't need to be there where I could see it inside.
Wonderful. That's good. That's good. And that's a sign of the progress.
Oh, good.
How are you, Terry? Oh, well, yeah. Only, 2 people are left here.
My let's see.
You want to see the real?
I couldn't get out of. I was. The body was pulling me to itself by its actions.
Yeah.
and I had these, so I kept having thoughts, and I wanted to like destroy it so I could just get out of it. I wanted to get out of it, and I was aware of the level where there's stillness, like it's like in the space up here there was like almost like a plateau, but it wasn't physical, it was just imagined. And I kept seeing like a, you know, like a point of white light, and I kept trying to go up there, but the triangle was jumping all around because the body was jumping around. And so I kept having thoughts and it wouldn't stop. So
It won't stop. Yes, yes, because of the identification thing. You know that traditionally what we say that if we can reach to a point of steadiness or the stillness or emotionless state of the body, so it keeps the mind withdrawn within. But that is not a mandatory principle. Even when the body is moving, we can still separate the mind from the body and can help us reach to the higher consciousness. So what is the problem that you are facing, the body and its movement, because of the challenges that you have? But don't leave it, continue doing it. And once you find that state, it is possible. How are you, Vaibhav?
So I'm good. It was quite very peaceful. It was like that I'm in uh, much control of myself without trying it. So it was very peaceful.
That is wonderful point, without trying it. So who is trying? The mind. How it is trying? With reference to the world outside, with reference to the space, with reference to the variation, with reference to the thought and the feeling. So when we bypass that, we can reach to that state. Wonderful. Thank you very much. That is all for today.
Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you.